Hi, my name is Jacob Sapochnik, and I'm an immigration attorney based in San Diego, California. I wanted to talk to you about EB-5 regional centers in this video, as this is a topic that we've been asked by clients over and over again. What is EB-5, and specifically, what is a regional center? Well, the EB-5 is a very complicated and involved visa. It's a visa that allows an immigrant to get a permanent residency in the US through investment, whether it's a regular EB-5 where you invest $1 million in a business and there are requirements for you to grow the business and hire 10 employees and other requirements. And there is the EB-5 where you can get permanent residency through a regional center. A regional center is a government designated program where investors pool in together, invest funds, $500,000 at a minimum, and throughout that process, they're able to get permanent residency. At this time, there are more than 100 regional centers throughout the US, designated through farming, all the way through real estate. Others are based on loan. They're all kind of programs, green technology. The regional centers have become so popular that promoters from those centers go all over the world to attract investors. The reason the regional center program EB-5 is so popular is because the investors are not required to physically or actively participate in the business. They don't have to work in the business, they don't have to run the business. All they have to do is invest the money and go through the process of putting the funds into the regional centers. When I work with a regional center client, we typically advise them that they have to really be active in selecting the regional center. We cannot tell them which regional center they should choose. We can advise them on the different pros and cons of different regional centers, but they have to do the homework. And the reason is because there are many regional centers that are fairly new. There are many regional centers that are based on real estate or other risky investments that we have to advise the clients to be careful. But once you select the regional center, the process is fairly straightforward and fairly streamlined. It's pretty much the same in most of them. Once they engage you, they give you the regional center agreement where you review it and you feel that this is the one you want to go with, typically you'll put a deposit there. The amount of deposit will vary from center to center, and then the application process will start. We're looking at different stages of the process. The first step is get the I-526 application done. This is the application that allows the investor to get a conditional 2-year green card. The reason it's conditional is because the US government want to make sure that the funds and all the other requirements that the investor went through will stay during the first 2 years of the project. If all goes well and everything is submitted on time and all the applications are done correctly, the investor funds are legitimate and verified, the I-526 application should be approved within 8 months or so. Once it's approved, the investor is then able to file for the permanent residency 485 application and adjust their status. That's going to take another 6 to 10 months, and they'll be able to get a conditional green card. 2 years after the application has been pending and the investor has a conditional green card, they need to file a removal of condition, an I-829 application that basically will eliminate the conditions and get them into the final step of getting the permanent residency 10-year green card. Now, what happens with the funds at the end of that process depends from regional center to regional center. But there is a way for investors to get their funds back by selling their share in the project. There are different ways how that can be done, and it's beyond the scope of this video. But all in all, the EB-5 regional center is a great way for somebody that is able to spend that kind of money, $500,000, and able to gain residency without the need to work in the project. If you need more information about EB-5 and the Regional Center program, feel free to email me or visit our website. Thank you for watching our video, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.